Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of another round of FPL tips live streams. I hope you've all had a good week, enjoyed the Cup last week, the Premier League midweek and midweek again this week, and are ready to do it all over again starting tomorrow. Let me know how, it feels a while ago now, your game week 24 scores went, how your game weeks went, any transfers you're thinking of making or anything you've already made. Let me know. Fire away your questions in the chat and we will get to that. For anyone who doesn't already, so my Twitter on the left hand side where I do most of my posting, go and make sure you check me out there. You've got all my tweets there, people buying Bruno Fernandes, a little post, an FPL Wildcats video that I've featured in today, and anything you guys want. But yeah, make sure you guys are following me there. And yeah, all across the weekend, across all the game weeks, I'm always posting threads and anything like that to try and help you guys out. So yeah, let me know, is the chat a slightly better quality for you tonight than it has been in previous weeks? I've tried to update a few things so that the quality of the picture is slightly better for you all. Let me know what you guys think. So I didn't actually update my sort of talking points bit, but we will have, so Mane replacements. Vardy in or out. I had these written down, but captaincy options, and then of course question time. Sorry, there we go. Welcome all. So as you see on the screen here, sadly my team from last game week scored a measly 40 points, a game week rank of 6 million with a -4, and let's just say it couldn't have gone much worse. Simple as that. Anyone of you who've watched my previous live stream replay, as soon as that Mane injury came, that was sort of it for me for my game week. Triple captain played. These things happen, but yeah, vice captain was on Trent. I almost played it on Trent, but the rest of my teams didn't perform. It was a very painful game week for me. I just wanted it to come to an end so that we could move forward. But is my team in a fit state to go ahead? Not really. Struggling slightly. So that's my team. Trent, Robertson. The hit actually came out 1 point ahead, selling Sancho and Maddison to buy Robertson and Fleck. But yeah, so looking at my team for next week. So this is how we line up next week. This is what we're looking at. So Gaeta in net. What was Trent Alexander-Arnold? So transfer has been made. Gibson has made way for Lascelles in defence. Then in midfield, I line up with De Bruyne, Martial, Mahrez, Fleck, and Mane, but he's not going to play. So Lundstrom will come in, Vardy and Danny Ings. Now, there is definitely opportunity for me to make another transfer. I have considered the wild card, but I think I'm going to go against it because in a week or two's time, I would have the same starting 11, basically, that I would be wildcarding to, with only one hit or something being taken, so I don't think it's overall worth it. Transfers that I'm looking to make are, so Mahrez and Martial will eventually make way, I think, for Maddison come game week 28, and Jimenez in a couple of weeks' time. So those are my next two moves, and potentially a Sheffield United defender into the side as well. But we'll have to wait and see on that one, depending on what happens to Lundstrom. But I expect is a time in the Sheffield United lineup is over. Let me know what you guys think about Lundstrom, but I think it's just time that we start to look to offload him. Have any of you kept him? Have any of you sold him already? What are your thoughts on that? So yeah, little hellos to you guys in the chat who have come out tonight. I know it's Friday night. Some of you might be busy watching this on Saturday morning, maybe before the deadline or whatever. But thanks a lot, Barnes or Perez. So with the next three fixtures for Leicester, I'd probably wait off on either of those. I think there are probably better fixtures over the next 3 weeks, and then maybe after that, I'd look at Perez over Barnes. You had triple captain Mane. So did I. These things happen. It was based on absolute good judgment and stats, and anything that you wanted to go by said that Mane was a good option, which he probably would have been hadn't he not got injured. But best midfielder under 6.2. So if Sarr is still injured, then I'd probably go Fleck or Aaron Moy and bank the rest of the funds. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Would I sell Firmino? No, I think he's in good form. I know they play at home this week and he hasn't scored at home, but I'd still think he's worth owning. If you've got him, I wouldn't sell him. You're starting Lundstrom. Now, I mean, I effectively am because Mane's out. Although a transfer of Mane to Salah is a possibility for a -4, and then Salah would then get the armband. So it's just whether I think Salah is worth the captaincy that much, and then going forward, because I wouldn't then make the move back to Mane. So yeah, that's the sort of question at the moment that we've got. So yeah, so would I take a hit to do Mane, Enrico, De Robo and Traore? It depends. If you've got Salah in your team as well, then yes, I would do those moves. Whereas Mustafa, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be doing it if you don't have Salah as well, if that makes sense. So do I think you think Salah is worth it? He's going to become essential now. Although I'm not sure Salah himself is going to become essential. I think Salah or Mane. I mean, of course, I think triple Liverpool is going to be essential. I think is probably the way to put it. Sorry, one sec, guys. I think Salah or Mane, and then probably double defence, or two in the midfield and one in the defence is going to become essential. I don't think having Salah himself exactly is essential. Yeah, I don't think Salah owning is essential. I think his ownership is now going to be quite high, but is he essential? It's a tough call. A tough call that I may end up making tomorrow morning, and I just don't know. I don't know. I think it's on a 50-50 knife edge at the moment which way I go. Whether I keep Mane and play Lundstrom, or I just go with it and yeah, I take the hit and I bring in Salah. Kind of don't want to take the hit. Took one last week and my rank was not good even before the hit. But yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what to do. So yeah, so Mane replacements. I think if you've got Mane and you're looking to sell him, you sell him to Salah or you don't sell him at all. If you've got Salah already, then you sell and you bring in a double Liverpool defence. You do not get off triple Liverpool. Triple Liverpool is so. I mean, if we look at their fixtures going forward, so if I look at Trent, if we look at their fixtures, you just know that you want them over. I mean, to be honest, this until they win the league, which is going to be here roughly that Man City. Even if they win it at Palace, they'll then still play a full team at City, which is 32, and then we'll all be playing our wildcards. So for all of these, you will want your triple Liverpool. They'll want to wrap up that league as soon as possible. So all of this, that triple Liverpool, is definitely worth it. So yeah, if you want to be selling Mane, then by all means sell him, but make sure don't do it and just sell to Sterling or Mahrez or someone like that. Make sure you maintain your triple Liverpool. So you have Trent, Mane, and Firmino at the moment, but can't decide if I sell one for Robbo. So Mane to Salah there, I mean, does make sense. I do like the double defence. So that's quite a tough decision for you. But I'd maybe just hold those three. Mane next week when he's fit. You do have a Liverpool attacker. So if Mane was to Salah was to get some goals, Firmino could definitely be involved. You've got Salah already. That's the Mane to Robbo. As Flexo Troy while taking out Mane. Can't get Troy until game 90 for Martial. Then unless I take hits next game week. I just don't... I prefer Jimenez to Traore, and Traore's next couple of fixtures aren't amazing, so that's the reason I maybe favour Fleck over him. But that's probably the only reason is the next couple of games, or Moy for that reason. So yeah. He's only out for 1 week, so you think it's fine, but it's just whether for this 1 week. So let's say I captain Trent, right, and Trent gets a clean sheet, fine. 6 maybe chance of an attacking return. Let's say you get 7, right? 7 pointer, captain 14, -4 hit 10. Whereas. And then Lundstrom comes off the bench and gets his 2 pointer, let's say. So that's a total of 12 points. Whereas if I captain Salah, Trent gets his 7. Salah only needs to score a couple of points. And it's still worth it. My maths may be completely wrong there. I have absolutely no idea if I've worked out the right thing or I've done. So let's get a piece of paper, shall we? I'll work that out while going. But yeah, guys, keep firing away those questions. But yeah. So it would be the players I'd play was either Trent captain plus Lundstrom or Trent plus Salah captain -4. That's going to be backwards, isn't it? I'm not even lifting it up there. Oh no, it's not. That's the sort of 2 possibilities. Trent and Lundstrom or Trent and Salah captain with a -4. So let's say Trent scores his 7 pointer, would give a 14 there and a 7 there. And then Lundstrom scores his 2. Oh no, I suppose 6 would be a clean sheet and 1 would be nothing. 7, 8 divided by 4. Let's give him 4, which is in case he starts. We'll give him 3 because of the chance for clean sheet, which would mean that would give me 17. Which would mean 7 - 4 would be 13. 13 divided by 2. Salah would need a 6-pointer to make it worthwhile. Maths is my strong point, as you can maybe tell. Which would mean, yeah, 17. I mean, that would be 14 to start with. My maths is great, guys, isn't it? Let me know. Yeah, my maths is cracking. 14, which would mean Salah would need 7 points, basically. But yeah, so Salah would need a 7-pointer for it to be worthwhile, which is sort of maybe what you expect him to get. It's sort of what you'd expect him to get. So then it kind of comes down to going forward, who do I want? Let me turn my lamp on, I'm a bit dark. Okay. Going forward, who do I want? Salah or Mane? It's kind of what this boils down to. I find that's a difficult decision going forward. And that's kind of what it boils down to, because I think this week, with the hit, it will kind of come out evens, whether I captain Trent and play Lundstrom or captain Salah and have Trent as well. So yeah, I think it was kind of even there. Harvey Barnes or Perez. So as I said, the next three for Leicester aren't amazing. So I'd probably hold off, but after that, Perez is your guy, to be honest, over Barnes. Just going to put out the stream again. So which defense am I playing this game week? So that is my team there at the moment. Just while I tweet this out, I will talk you through. So this is my plan at the moment. I've currently benched Lundstrom. Yeah, I've currently benched Lundstrom. Sorry, let me just tweet this out and then I'll get to you. The defense on the screen is the one I'm playing. Sorry, one sec. So yeah, the defense on screen is the defense that I'll be playing this game week. Yeah, the defense on the screen is the one I'll be playing this week. So Lundstrom is currently benched. But yeah, so Lascelles, Trent, Robertson are my starting defenders. Yeah, and Lundstrom is currently benched, but will come in for Mane if I do not sell Mane for Salah. Is a Wolves attacking double up good option over the Leicester guys? I think the Wolves double up are a good option. I definitely do. I am concerned slightly about the Europa League factor and this new winger that Wolves have signed and what that could maybe do to Traore's minutes with the Europa League. So Jimenez definitely worth owning and is a player that I would bring in either next week or the week after. In the coming weeks, basically, Jimenez will be coming in, and then Traore, if you feel on top of that like you want to own him as well, then yeah. I'm keeping Vardy. So any of you guys who have just joined on Twitter, I'm streaming this live on YouTube. The link is there. So any questions you've got, go and ask them in the YouTube chat and I'll happily answer them. And you can see on screen my team. I'll just show you guys. So come and join on YouTube and get all your questions answered ahead of game week 25. So that's my team that I'm rocking this week. Again, the Mane Salah decision boils down to what do I want going forward out of the pair of them. And it is a very tight decision between do I keep Mane for 1 week or do I bring in Salah? And as I've calculated to the guys on stream, it kind of works out even this game week if I was to take a hit. And so then it's just who is a better option going forward, which I find it very hard to make the call on at the moment on the Salah Mane decision. But anyway, so a few of you guys have been asking on Twitter especially who sort of to bring in at the moment. So that's XG. So this will show you. So if we look over until we get a wildcard, which will be sort of game week 23 time. If my screen loads, no, it's coming, no, up to 9. Here we go. Krishna, who did you sell for those? Let me know. So if we look over the next coming game weeks, who is the best option to have over the next 9 weeks? So this updates the sort of difficulty rating, and I can send anyone who wants it the link to this page. So the best fixtures they say over the next 9 game weeks is Newcastle, followed by Sheffield United, even with the blank, but the blank is then not included. They don't include the blank as a difficult fixture, they just include it as nothing, so it's then worked out on an average of 8. Arsenal then follow them, again with a blank fixture. And then Liverpool, then Wolves, Southampton, Brighton are the next ones. So for me, after the next couple of games for Norwich at home, Jimenez will be coming in, so I'll have Wolves. I've already got triple Liverpool, I've got a Newcastle defender, and I've got a Sheffield United midfielder, and I have Danny Ings. So in terms of the next coming up weeks, my team is set out with some strong defences in mind. So you've made an early transfer selling Jamie, so Vardy, Soyuncu and Martial to bring in Deeney, Son and Shah. Not necessarily moves that I'd make. I'm not sure selling Vardy, but then Soyuncu and Martial out are probably good moves. So it may come out even overall, but I wouldn't have wanted to sell Vardy. Oh, you sold Soyuncu. Okay. I mean, same difference really for me. Brighton there have slightly better fixtures than Leicester on that fixture tracker. Can I zoom in? Yeah, there we go. What do I think of Aaron Moy? So I definitely think he's a good option and a great enabler at that price. Wherever. Oh, I was looking for my phone and I'm streaming on it. I do like Moy at that price. He in game week 28 in the blank. He plays Crystal Palace at home, which is kind of when you'd need him for. So definitely is a good option. I don't see any reason why, if you're looking for that cheap option, Moy is definitely one to pick over Fleck now. I went Fleck, and it was a close call between the pair of them, and Fleck wasn't meant to blank. So Aubameyang getting it. So double game weeks. If you guys, so I can go and call up his Twitter now and we can talk through this, because if my Twitter doesn't freeze. So can I search here? I don't quite know what's happening with everything so zoomed in to fit on stream. So sorry, not Ben Dinnery, Ben Krellin. No, I don't even know what I've searched there. Ben R is what I've searched, apparently. This is the issue. No, we don't want any Brexit on this stream, thank you very much. Just for it or anything, basically. Right, come on. Right. So Arsenal blank in game week 28, and we've been told that if that game week was to be a double before that game week 28, we probably would have been told. Let me get to fixtures. So game week 31. Hi Keza, thanks for coming in. Game week 31. So Arsenal here against Southampton is a potential blank in 31. But if you guys, I've got a piece coming out tonight on chip strategies, and game week 31 is the best time to play your free hit. So you can kind of ignore this game week 31 where this is what we'll be seeing. This is what we'll be seeing, and you can kind of ignore it because there'll be so many blanks that you play free hit then. It's definitely the way to go. So game week 34, Arsenal are also likely to blank as well. Um, 34 is also likely to be a blank, a large blank, and Arsenal are likely to blank there. So we're likely to get a double for Arsenal in game week 37, and then another game week which we don't know when it's going to fall yet, especially with Europa League for Arsenal as well. They will get a double in game week 37, but we don't know the matches yet, and it's very hard to predict those Arsenal and Man City doubles. But it's worth owning their assets because even in 34, they could still have a single game week. It's quite confusing this year. They could still have a single game week if they don't reach the semi-finals of the Champions League or the Europa League. So don't put it off owning their assets on the wild card, but their double game week does not look to be coming before game week 28. Doesn't look like we'll get it before then. Welcome, Tiernan. How you doing? Thanks for coming. I'm dying. I'm alright. I was a bit head gone when I came home, but I'm alright now. So, what else have we got? Sell Lundstrom for Stevens or hold Lundstrom? If you've got a free transfer, sell him. If you want to, if you don't, then if you've got a free transfer, sell Lundstrom. If you don't have a free transfer, then hold him. If Liverpool do go out in the FA Cup, very likely could be possible to now get 31 without free hit, especially as Wolves got a juicy fixture. They do. They do have a good fixture, but if you then still look at the teams around them, you're not going to be able to own a Chelsea, City, United, Sheffield United, Leicester, Brighton, Southampton, Arsenal if the highest predicted blanks do blank, which is a lot, and you don't want to have to be tearing your teams up weeks in advance to get them. So it is more possible if Liverpool go out, but I still don't think it's possible. It's a good strategy. My favourite alcoholic drink. It depends. I like a beer. So I had Hop House today. So I think that's Guinness's sort of lager. I like that a lot. I then like, if cocktail-wise, pina colada, number one. Anything really, I'm quite happy with it. A Guinness I like a lot. But yeah, guys, as Tienan's just shown, any questions, FPL or not, fire away. And yeah, happy to answer them tonight. City won't reach the UCL semis, but apparently they could get a triple game week. It hasn't, and it is possible. But the only issue with City assets is they're not going to play all three of those games. Virtually any of them. Like De Bruyne won't, none of them will. So, okay, it's triple game week, but all it is then a sort of more nailed double game week in a way that a lot of the players will have to play twice, but they're not really going to play all three. Like, Bernardo will start 2, David Silva will start 2, De Bruyne starts 2, Gundogan will start 2, Sterling will start, Sane will be back by then, Aguero will start, Myers will start. Like, they've got so many players that it won't be a triple game week unless you have Edison in goal. Yeah, I do like a Guinness at the right time, but yeah, I do like it a lot. Lundstram, Kelly, Vardy, who to sell first? No, don't sell Vardy. Probably, it depends if, like, the Kelly and Lundstram will both probably need selling. So it sort of depends who gives you the option. I'd sell Kelly before I sell Lundstram if money wasn't a factor, but Lundstram may allow you to get the option that you need that Kelly doesn't. Thoughts on Bruno Fernandes? So I think he's a good player, and as you guys might see, so if I bring my team up, my laptop ever loads. So I have Martial in my team, and I kind of think it might strengthen him. So I'm quite pleased with that. I think he's a good player, but I wouldn't be buying him yet. I want to see how he performs. Have I got any City assets? So as we see here, I've got De Bruyne and Mahrez in my team at the moment. Players that I'm keeping short term. Well, De Bruyne is long term, of course. I will keep De Bruyne, but Mahrez is kind of a short term, and we'll see if I ever get a chance to take him out. If not, he can sort of keep in there at the moment. But yeah, 2 City assets. I think he'll just spend some money and he'll be back soon. Bad idea, a lot of money on the bench. So Michael, from what we know, he's meant to be back for the Norwich game, because after this game, there is a week end off for Liverpool ahead of Norwich away, Saturday the 15th. So they have 14-day rest after their match tomorrow, and we're expecting Mane back for that Norwich game. Top 4, so Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and I do think it will be Chelsea, Leicester. I think the other teams around them won't push them enough. What do I think of Walker Peters? I think really good option. So again, if we look at fixtures on the fixture tracker, over the next 9, Southampton are really high up. So they are, 5th? But if we are to remove game week, my laptop goes to sleep. If we were to leave out, if we were to start, one game week down the line, Southampton are here. Like, they have a 70.8 rating here, and that's only because of their fixtures over here. So if we start looking at, let's look at 6 or 7 game weeks, Southampton then come top. So Cedric is a great option after this week, definitely, with Burnley, Villa, West Ham, Newcastle, Norwich, Arsenal in a row. It's a good set of fixtures for him, definitely worth considering. If he'd have had a good fixture this week, he probably would have been in my team as a Kelly as my Gibson replacement, but because I needed the player to play this week, it had to be Lascelles that came on. You're both, yeah, Chelsea fan. I am, mate. You're not confident. I think it'll be an interesting one. I look forward to watching it. I hope Tammy's fit and back, and it'll be interesting to see what team he plays for it. But yeah, I'm excited for it, I think, is the best way to put it. So my Mahrez replacement is likely to be, so if we look, starting from sort of game week 28, 27 we'll start from. So my number one replacements are sort of Jimenez as a sort of slightly different fixture, different position, or Maddison, and they both fall number 1 and 2 on the fixture tracker from game week 20. That's from 29. But going forward, even from 27, they'll be very high up on this tracker, with Wolves second and Leicester down here. But he'd probably only come in there after that Man City game, so definitely a good option. Those are my 2 Mahrez replacements. Is it? Yes, time to get rid of Leicester defence. I think so. How's the job going? Job is really good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, really enjoying it. I mean, it's quite full on at the moment, but it's good fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. I meant for top 4, but yeah, also not confident for tomorrow. The game is 7:30. Yeah, top 4. I don't know. I just don't see the other teams performing well. I actually think Wolves could be our biggest threat. Just ticking along. I just don't see it from Arsenal, Spurs, and United. Keep or sell Maddison. Well, I kind of want him in like 3 game weeks time, so I'd keep him for that. No, it's not worth doubling. Well, because one of them's McCarthy in the Southampton defence. Thanks for asking, Lass. Is it worth doubling up on defence for Southampton? Apparently, yeah, guys, let me know if the quality of the stream is better. I've tried to change a few things here and there. So, is it worth doubling up on Southampton defence? Probably not. I don't rate their defence highly enough, but one is in goal, so that's slightly different. So I do like KWP, but I probably wouldn't do that at the moment. Thanks, Krishna. Make sure you subscribe and check me out on Twitter. A lot of threads. I've got a thread going out this evening after this on chip strategies and things like that, so make sure you check that out. But thanks always, guys, for your support. It does mean a lot. Keep or sell Maddison. So yeah, keep, but still feel that Mopai is a hold. So Mopai is an interesting one. He's one that's been sort of a good pick on paper, but hasn't quite performed. West Ham, Watford, Sheffield United, Palace. He's got good fixtures, so I can see why you'd want to hold beyond that. Absolutely. I think we will finish top 4. More others being awful. Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's more to do with the others being poor than us being good. You have Mopai, Jimenez, and Vardy. Planning to do Vardy to Ings. I'd do Mopay to Ings. Vardy, Jimenez, Ings is my ideal front 3. I just think come game week 28, you will want Vardy back in your team. But for 3 game weeks, could you do better over the next 3? Not having him, yes. And people who sell him to Aubameyang or anyone like that over the next 3 may well feel like they're up. But come game week 28, when they play Norwich away, Villa at home, we might start to see the tables turn back in favour of Vardy. Captaincy thoughts for me, it's between Trent and Grealish. So for me, as my thread, I can't remember which thread I've put out. I had 2, and one was going out last night and one was out tonight. So if you guys haven't seen it already, yeah, so my captaincy sort of thing, a poll that I put out, which I can get up the results of. Sorry, so here's the poll that I put out, which has 800 votes on currently, quite a lot. 72% Salah captain, 10% Aubameyang captain, 12% a Man City asset captain, and 6% other. That's the results. So I've just retweeted it as well, so let me know. But it looks so heavily favoured in Salah. Salah for me is the number one captain, and then probably Aubameyang. And then after that, you kind of look differential. You go for your Trent, you go for your City asset, which they just won't be highly captained. Nor will Aubameyang, to be honest. It will all be on Salah. Not owning him does concern me slightly. I'm kind of hoping for a Salah blank if I don't end up buying him. Do you think Ings will score? This is it. I'm currently on Trent, but I don't have the faith that as soon as you have a clean sheet wipeout, you're then asking him to get the same attacking returns as the likes of other players in your team. And I know he does, but I just find it's so reliant on, because he could be nowhere near the ball and Robertson could have a howler and they end up scoring, and it's completely not Trent's fault, and they wipe out a clean sheet. But then I suppose you look at it that they have one of the best defences in the league, so it is tough. I think Salah, if you've got him, you put the armband there and you don't worry about it. I think Trent is probably a good option. Southampton teams get scared playing against them, so yeah, coin flip, to be honest. Mustafa and Chelsea will be playing around late March, April. Well, I think Loftus-Cheek could be back before that, to be honest. I think he could be back early March. We've seen that we've seen him in training, especially and training with the team. So I think it could be definitely earlier than that for him. But yeah, guys, so I suppose it's been 45 minutes. So get your final questions in. Yeah, get your final questions in, guys, and we will end it there. Thoughts about how Chelsea perform next difficult game week? I mean, not many of us have Chelsea assets anymore, so I don't know if you're asking from that point of view. I think it'll be a good game, and I hope that Chelsea can get 3 points, but it is away at Leicester, which is definitely a tough game. So as a Chelsea fan, I'd take a point, to be honest, out of this game this weekend. If we get 1 point from the next 3, will I change my mind? Maybe, yeah. But I hope we get more than 1 point out of the next 3. But if it only gets 1, then yeah, I don't think we might end up not being in 4th if that happens. Going forward, 3 strikers. Definitely 3 strikers is the number 1 option. There are enough good strikers. So yeah, definitely the triple striker formation. 4-3-3 or 3-4-3. The two that I think are the best formations. I'm just not sure there's that many good mids at the moment, especially if you're having double Liverpool defence. But yeah, guys, thank you all for your continued support. And any questions more you have, let me know on Twitter and I will answer them before the game week. There will be a Q&A post going out tomorrow morning to answer everything you guys need. So yeah. Let me know anything more you've got, and when my laptop unfreezes, then I will end the stream. But we could be sat here a while, so any more questions you guys want, fire away, because I'm waiting for my stream to unfreeze my OBS. I think I need a new laptop. I don't even know if you guys can hear me anymore. My whole laptop's. If you let me know, can you guys still hear me? Let me know if you guys can still hear me because my whole laptop is frozen now. My whole laptop is frozen and I can see the chat which is on my laptop and not my monitor. So I stream with my laptop and my monitor. My monitor is frozen, which is what I stream on, and I want to end the stream on and it's frozen, but I can see the chat, so I can see what you're asking. So if you guys have still got more questions, then fire away. Any questions, anything. Until this unfreezes, we could be here 5 minutes, so let me know. Any questions you guys? What's going on? How am I gonna... we'll just sit here, I think, and I'll have to edit this out if you guys don't have any questions, but yes. Is Igalo really coming to United? What is going on? Why is my stream frozen? I'm trying. Right. Yeah, I don't know about that Igalo thing because I don't see where he gets in the team. I don't know who they bench for him. Here we go. Apologies if anything just happened flickering on the stream, but my laptop's playing up. But yeah, guys, I'll have to say my thank yous is finally working, and I'll try and see if this... No, well, this might work. I know, I'm not sure it's a good move, and I don't see how he gets in the side, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thank you. Good luck in your game weeks, and I will see you next week for another stream. Thanks, guys. Always, please like, comment, subscribe on the videos. The support has been amazing. Thanks all, and I will see you next time. Cheers. No, we're staying. No.